Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to do another episode on codependency. I've done a few of these in the past, but I think this one is going to be the more important one that I'll ever do, because while tribalism is important, it is important to have your family and your friends right by your side, not just so that you can ask favors from them like they're Santa Claus, but just so that you can just have the support, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical. But codependency, if it's not managed correctly, can turn toxic. Now, what are some of the ways where it can turn toxic? Well, you can start to create this need for your friends and your family, especially if it's financially, to the point where you are no longer independent. You no longer can confidently rely on yourself, and that can be a huge problem, especially for men. Although men do need that tribalism. They need their friends just as much as the women need their friends, if not more so. But being codependent on people all the time can really cripple you. I know people, like I think I just talked about this on here, about this guy that I was driving. He's 40 years old. Has some kind of he has some kind of a mental diagnosis. So I don't want to pick on him or be unfair to him, but he's 39, 40 years old, still lives with his mother, who is 80 years old, and she manages all of his finances. She still manages his care and his and his way of life. And again, I'm not picking on him, because I know that there are people out there that they just can't go about life on their own terms without hurting themselves, and so they need somebody there. Perhaps it's a conservatorship, or somebody, or it could be their spouse or their partner holding them accountable, or having a friend to hold their feet to the fire. But it can get messy, and especially if it's financial, it can get to a point where you start to burn all of your bridges, because it's not just like, it's not just that every once in a while you need help here and there, and you're struggling to make ends meet, and you're struggling with your bills, and so you might need to borrow money from a friend or from a family member. It's a little bit more complicated than that, because you're doing it all the time, right? Because either you don't work, or maybe you do work and you've just never learned how to manage your money correctly, and so you're always going to people with your hand out, hey, can you help me? And I'm not one to judge, because I was one of those people. You can burn bridges very quickly, and it's going to be very hard, if not difficult, to regain the trust of the people that once put their trust in you, because they're gonna try and avoid you like the plague, because, oh, here comes Matt again, needing some money, or needing some kind of help. We have created a very, very codependent society where nobody is independent anymore. Nobody relies on themselves anymore. And it doesn't have to be just financially, it could be emotionally. That's why, people rely on social media and the internet to, for some people, it's to it's to gain traction or it's to gain clout. But for others, you know, they need that attention. They need that validation from other people, even if it's people that they know deep down in their heart don't really care about them, don't really like them. But you see how toxic it's become in our society, where now we're at a point where people are trying to gain the respect and validation from people that don't like them, you know, and maybe they don't even like them either, you know. If you're watching this right now and you're always trying to get validation, you're always trying to get attention from the people that don't like you, and let's be brutally honest, you don't really like them either, you know, it means that you have this you have this toxic codependency that you need to that you really need to learn how to get a hold on, because if you don't, it's just going to cripple you and take over your life. So that's all I mean when I talk about codependency. It doesn't take anything away from tribalism, or, you know, having friends, you know, or having a support group, because all those things are very important. But it can be too much. The next episode I'm going to do one on over independent people. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, because that's also another extreme. You know, we call it the lone wolf lifestyle, and that can be pretty heavily toxic too. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, and hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. If you like this video and you got value out of it and it helped you, make sure that you share it with your friends and your family. And until next time, I hope that you guys take care of yourselves. Try not to be overly codependent. Try to rely on yourself and be as independent as humanly possible. Learn to be alone sometimes. But until next time, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your beautiful day. I love you, and I will talk to you again soon.